What's up, everyone? Last week, we were at our Mortal Enemies event, a no-fun motorcycle block party. Total dicks. I'm just kidding. Love you, Paul. And wandering through the sea of unwashed masses and patchouli-scented floorboards, there's shown ahead a beacon of hope, and Honda was its name. We promptly, without delay, soared, like eagles, over to this badass homebrew Honda Shadow VT750 Spirit. So we get to chatting this dude up, and he was saying he did a bunch of work on his own, and it used a ton of our wizard-made chopper parts, and some of them in very unconventional ways for his unconventional motorcycle. He also mentioned he had to do some work on it still, so we invited him down to the bakery with his bike so we could check it out over a few brewskis and some croissants. Now, he mentioned in passing that the bike definitely wasn't complete, that it still needed a few mystical finishing touches, and we agreed. So at the end of this video, we give him a super lame surprise that no one would ever fucking want. Oh my god, the disappointment in his face, it's just precious. Now, before we exhume this buxom beauty of a bike, I just want to give you guys a better idea of what to expect from the video before we dive in. This bike definitely fucks Froyo for hundreds in summer. It's the summer of love, baby, so let's fart our way into another awesome video. Enjoy. Hi. Hi back there. Hi, come on out, it's okay, it won't hurt you. Today I'm sitting here with Angel.
Yeah.
What's your last name, Angel?
Garcia.
Angel Garcia. And this is his 2003 VT750 Spirit.
Yes.
And he has done some pretty awesome work with it. It's got a few of our parts on it, so we're gonna ask a few questions and get to know Angel and his chopper. First off, what drew you to the Spirit? Why'd you pick this bike?
It was my first bike.
Okay.
And what drew me to it was the price.
Ah, okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good deciding factor.
Honestly, I bought it, I believe it was 2016 for 2,300 bucks.
Wow.
Not bad as a first bike. Yeah.
No. Running?
Yes. Somewhat.
So what was wrong with it?
There was a lot wrong with it. There was a car engine oil. There's car spark plugs. I feel like the guy that was working on it probably didn't know a lot about bikes. And not to mention they had it looking kind of like an Indian. Stickers and yeah, it was hideous. But the price couldn't beat it for a first bike.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Did you ride it home?
Yes.
Oh, all right. So it wasn't totally...
In the rain.
As your first bike ride?
Yep.
So what were you riding before this?
Nothing. I had taken the riding class. So
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I was like, gosh, raining, slippery.
That's
Yeah.
great, man. Hell yeah. What got you into riding motorcycles?
I've always wanted to ride motorcycles. The funny story is I told my mom when I was still living at her house, I said I wanted to buy a motorcycle. She's like, not as long as you're under my roof. So as soon as I moved out with my then girlfriend. She's my wife now. I was like, I'm gonna get a motorcycle. She's like, go for it. So finally got my motorcycle. Yeah, and now she rides too, so.
All right, what inspired you to make this bike with some aftermarket parts and make it your own?
Seen a lot of chopper movies.
Okay.
A lot of choppers.
Like from what era?
The 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people, a few people that I know had choppers, so like it kind of inspired me to build one. I have a Harley, but like I said, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with this. So I had kind of turned into a bobber. I wasn't really digging it. I had the original tank, I rusted the tank, I rusted the fenders. I got tired of it, so I was like, you know what? Let me pretty it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's still a work in progress, still working on it.
What they say, once you chop, you can't stop.
Yeah, that's for sure.
How did you come across TJ Brutal Customs, and what was the deciding factor for you choosing our parts for your bike?
Honestly, I think it might have been Instagram.
Oh, awesome.
I think that's what it was, yeah. And it was the only site that I could find parts for Honda, and I think I got the paint job first. No, I didn't, 'cause I got the tank. So. But that's what kind of drew me to getting the brass parts. It just blended it right in with the paint job, so it made it look pretty cool. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out if I could get some more brass in there, honestly.
Get some more what?
Brass.
More brass? Oh, yeah, yeah. Can never have too much.
Yeah.
So what parts did you get from us?
Would be the fork extenders. I got those, I got the risers, the tank, the fast tacks. What are these called again?
Air fuel mixture screws.
The air fuel mixture, there you go. The shorty chokes, foot pegs, the struts, side breathers.
Oh, you got the breathers in there too.
Yeah. The carburetor rebuild kit.
Oh,
definitely.
bitchin'.
Yeah.
Bitchin'. Now, when you installed that, did you use the videos on YouTube or?
Yeah. The carburetor, that's the one I used. I wasn't too familiar with the carburetors. It got me right through it. It was super simple. Like Yeah.
Rad, dude.
Obviously, I had to pause it a little bit, and so yeah, it was pretty simple.
Cool, man. And it runs good now.
Yeah.
Bitchin'. Were there any challenges you encountered when you were installing any of this stuff? What was the hardest part?
Honestly, I don't think I had any challenges. Maybe taking the carburetor out because it was so stuck on there.
Oh, the boots were all
yeah.
hard?
That was it though. Like other than that, everything was pretty simple.
Hell yeah.
Pretty self-explanatory. And like I said, the only thing that I really had to look up on YouTube was the carburetor. That was about it. Yeah, everything was pretty much plug and play kind of.
Awesome, dude. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Have you received any feedback from other riders or Honda owners about your bike?
Yeah, I was actually going to school for a motorcycle mechanic. I already know how to work on motorcycles, but just to get certified. And while I was at school, a lot of the guys had Hondas, and when I took it, everybody's like, "Oh shit, it's from TJ, it's from TJ." I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh, no shit.
So a lot of the guys that I went to school with, they already knew the brand, so they spotted it right away.
Right on, man. That's cool. How do you use your Honda Shadow in your daily life, and how have the modifications impacted its usability?
I pretty much use it almost every day. If I don't use it every day during the week, I do use it on the weekends, and I mean, I love it. It rides awesome, especially since I rebuilt the carburetor. I will say when I put the fork extenders, it was a little weird riding it afterwards because obviously it's sticking out a little more, but I've gotten used to it. I mean, I have no issue with it. It's comfortable for me, but the way I see it, I've kind of thought it to myself, like I want to make it as uncomfortable to people to ride. So they don't ask me, "Let me ride your bike." You don't want to ride it.
That's a new build goal. I haven't heard that one. Let me ride your bike. You don't want to ride it. Are there any standout features or favorite modifications you want to talk about? Things that you really enjoyed or something you really love about this?
What I enjoyed most, again, is the fork extenders. It just made it, yeah. I feel like it made them have that chopper look without having to actually chop the neck and rake it out. Yeah.
Right on,
so
man.
I've enjoyed that. It just give it that stance, that look.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does.
6 inches, you wouldn't think, but you know.
Some say it's not a lot, but
it's a lot.
Yeah.
How does this bike reflect your personal style or riding preferences?
To be honest, like I said, I have a Harley, I have this. I feel cooler on this. I feel comfortable in the Harley, but I feel a lot cooler on this.
This feels more badass?
Yeah, I don't know. I like the old, like old 70s and stuff, those bikes. So kind of, you know, transports me there a little bit.
I dig it, man. Have you taken your bike to any events aside from Paul's event, the No Fun event, or competitions?
The only event that I've really taken it to, I mean, I've taken it not for competitions though, and the furthest I've gone is ADR, which
nice.
Which is bitchin' time.
Hell yeah,
First
dude!
time
I see the
yeah. So I took it out there. It was great. Nice road trip. A couple of guys just went out there. Yeah.
How did the bike perform on the EDR?
No problem at all whatsoever. A lot of bikes on the road, and I was expecting mine not to be on the road. I was hoping not, because I think I had just finished building the carburetor.
Oh.
So I hadn't even test rode it yet. So I was like, let's go.
Well, let's do this.
We'll figure it out on the road, take some tools. And
plenty of dudes out there to help too. That's awesome.
Oh,
Do you have any future customization plans or projects for this bike?
There's still a lot that I want to do with it. I want to take it all apart and repaint the frame. Probably going to match the color, the root beer brown. Yeah, so probably going to do the frame. I kind of want to drop the battery a little lower, kind of just as bare bones as possible. So let's say that's why it's still in progress.
What advice would you give to someone considering customizing their own bike with aftermarket parts?
Really look into the parts, the quality, the company. It makes a big difference. You can buy parts from anywhere. Amazon, Amazon's great, but I wouldn't recommend it for bike parts, honestly. But yeah, just look into the company and, you know, if the quality's good. I mean, obviously, TJ's good. I got plenty of parts. I haven't had any issue with any of the parts, though.
What's the best trip you've had on a bike? Your favorite so far? Best memory?
I would say EDR. It was just like bare bones, you know. I mean, I've taken other trips to Arizona and up north with my bagger. Obviously, you can put stuff in there. Actually, the camp out was nice. Yeah, EDR was just bitching. Just whatever you throw on the back of your bike and just go, and yeah, I think that was my favorite trip so far.
Are there any parts you might be interested that you don't have yet?
I'm still actually looking for exhaust, because I want the upsweeps to come up to my sissy bar. Yeah, that's, as far as I'm concerned, I think that's still the only parts that I'm kind of missing when, like, major stuff, as far as parts go. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Well, I see you don't have any of our grips or throttle assembly. Would you want some of those?
Sure.
Okay, well, we happen to have some here.
Yeah.
I'd love to hook you up, man.
Yeah,
I feel like they would really set off the bars if you're down. If you're
Yeah,
down.
of course. I actually had the Lazarus on there. That's what it's called, right?
Azaris?
The stairs. But
Okay.
I still had the plastic throttle tube. I was on the freeway, hit a pothole. My grip ended up in my hand.
The plastic broke?
Yes.
Oh.
So I had to switch it. So I got the metal tube now, but the Cyrus doesn't fit it, so yeah, I had to take it off.
Which metal tube is it?
I got it from a...
Oh, it's not ours, right?
No.
Oh, okay. You down to install those?
Yeah.
See if they fit?
Definitely.
Sweet, dude. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna thread this through to you. Just hold it by where the cable attaches, and let's see how our length looks. You can take all the slack you want. Just tell me when you're done.
Okay.
Take your time. So your old lady approves of your riding?
Yeah, like I said, she does some riding too.
That's cool. You guys ride together?
Yeah.
Dope, dude.
Yeah, as often as we can. We're too busy working sometimes.
I hear you, dude.
Yeah.
How often do you say you guys get to ride together?
I think like twice a month, if that.
Yeah, that's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
Most people have a hard time getting in once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Acceptable?
Cool. Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah. We're gonna try and do the EDR run this year. And then done some dumb shit and hurt it more.
Oh, it's really nice.
All right. You can tighten up a little bit on that end. I'll tell you when to stop. There you go. That's it right there, right there. Money. There we go. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
All right, let's get the clutch side on. Clutch fins.
Yeah.
Solid. Any particular orientation on the bolts?
Doesn't really matter.
There we go. And that's your
Awesome.
my gift to you.
Thank you.
So, and again, this is Angel with his Spirit 750. Got a bunch of badass parts on it, and we are going to be putting some sweet exhaust on it in the future here. So stay tuned for that video. Do fun shit.